Hey guys, how you doing? So good to have you with us today. Hey, listen, I believe you are in for a really big treat, and I want to make sure that uh, you really get the fullness of this and what it could do for you. I want to make sure that you understand that there's a lot of great things happening in your world today. A lot of great things. So I want to make sure that you understand that and that you are able to grab that because this is a beautiful thing. It really is, really a really beautiful thing, and we want to um, expand on that as much as possible. We want to expand on that, and we have a really good topic. Our topic today is the value of failure. Isn't that weird? The value of failure. So, I'm going to be talking for a minute about that because a lot of people think if they fail at something, then that's the end of it. Doesn't have to be. If you fail at something, that's not necessarily the end. Let me tell you when it's the end. It's the end when you say it's the end. When you give up and you feel that that's the best you could do, that was it. There's nothing else that you could do. You gave it your best. You know, um, I love it, but I can't do it anymore. When you say that that's it, when you say that's it, when you say I can't take it, I can't go this way anymore. When you say that, when you say um, I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I just don't have any more try in me. And that still doesn't have to be the end of it. It really doesn't. It does not have to be the end. There's things, there's people, let me say like that have not given up because of failure. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. We're going to talk about these folks because I have a whole list of them. Now, listen, this is almost like a repeat show because I did something about this, excuse me, around a year ago. But that was, well, that was good. It really was good. This, I think, is a better show for you because what I believe God wants to say, what I believe is something that's going to help really push. I mean, really push um, the the vision that you have. I believe there's something that's real. This will really push your vision forward. A lot of people have vision and it's dormant. You know, years ago, I heard somebody say they asked a question and they allowed the audience to actually participate. And there must have been, I don't know, a good 1,000 people there, 1,500, 2,000, somewhere in that range. And people were yelling out all types of answers. The question was, where do you think the richest place in the world is? The wealthiest place. Where do you think? And people were shouting out all kind of things. They were shouting out bank names. They were shouting out the countries and cities and families and they were shouting out all types of things, right? And he waited for like 5, maybe 10 minutes as people gave their answer. Finally, he said no. He said the graveyard. The graveyard. First time I ever heard anything like that. First time I ever heard anything like that. This man said the graveyard. How profound was that? It made me think. And what I thought about was, how could he say that? He took a minute, he allowed it to sink in, and then he said, there's more unwritten plays in the graveyard. He said, there's more unproduced movies in the graveyard. He said, there's more inventions that were never created, more poems never written, more this, more that. I mean, he just kept on and he went on and on and on and on. And it was amazing. It was amazing. I wish you could have been there. You could hear a pin drop. Then you can hear all the oohs, the ahs, and the oh, and wow, and ooh, Why? We've never heard anything. I never heard anything like that. And it was very interesting. It was something that people needed to hear. The graveyard. Could you imagine all the little babies that's in the graveyard? Could you imagine all the people that died prematurely, car accidents or a freak medical thing or whatever, drugs, diseases? But they were filled with so much potential and promise. But those books will never know what they were. We will never know. Those books will never be there. They will never exist. Why? Because the people are gone. Those people are gone, you know? And so it's just something to think about, right? It's something to think about. It's something to consider. We don't think about it. We don't think about it. We don't consider that that could actually be true. We don't consider it because it happens. because people die with their dreams unfulfilled. You remember the dream you had when you were a child. You remember. You remember. You remember the dream, the desires. You remember the goals. You remember how vivid that dream was. You could see yourself doing it. I mean, it was right there smack in your face for years. Then somebody said something to you that killed it. Somebody said something to you that caused you to stop living your dream. Somebody said something to you that threw you off track. Somebody said something to you that caused you to put vision, your plans on hold, and they froze your determination. Because you believed their words as opposed to what was inside of you. You know, it's very interesting that we live like that. It's very interesting. Well, listen, we're going to come right back and we're going to talk about that some more. But right now, I just want to share some information with you from some of our friends. And what did I say? Share, share, share. Share, 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 and share some more. All right? Some of our friends, we want to just say a little bit about them. These folks are beautiful people. One Price Cleaners, Garden City, Georgia, at the farmers market on Highway 80. They're Black owned and operated. They have the best prices in town. You want to check them out, okay? What a beautiful, beautiful opportunity. Now, you know you're going to need your clothes clean. Why not go to them? Why not? All right. These are some of our friends. All right. And I have another message for you that I'd just like to share. After you get those clothes cleaned, right? If you ever need an attorney, Davis Bosman Johnson Law, the law firm that gets great results. Their phone number, 912-225-1600. They have offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. All right. And their website is easy. www.dbjlawyers.com. You want to check them out. Okay. They're friends of ours. And I think it'll bless you. I think they will bless you. So a lot of people have dreams. They talk about it all the time. Haven't you met somebody that's a big dreamer? I mean, big dreamer, but it never goes anywhere. Let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Now, that's not my quote. I'm going to share a bunch of quotes with you. That was Arianna Huffington. Arianna Huffington. She said, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Now, you could keep that dream, that invention, that play, that movie script, whatever it is inside of you, and go to your grave with it. Or you could do something about it. Hey, this is Anthony Murray with Financial Sins. And we're talking about the value of failure. The value of failure. Now, I have a couple of questions that I'm going to ask you. I have a couple of questions. How much does failure cost compared to success? How much does failure cost compared to success? Now, my friend, I tell you that failure costs a lot. It eats at your emotions, your mind, your pocket. And in some cases, failure has destroyed families. Some families, they lost the vision. They forgot the plan. And then their determination was stifled. That's rough. That's rough stuff. Listen, we learn from failure, but not as much from success. Unknown author. We learn from failure, not as much from success. I want you to start thinking about this. I'm gonna share some stuff with you. I want you to really think about it. I want you to ponder what I'm saying here, and I'm going to share some information, some folks who were failures. I mean, failures. Now, some of them I never heard of, but you may have. J.K. Rowling, before writing the Harry Potter series, Rowling was depressed, divorced. This is a lady, and nearly broke while also raising a child and attending school. Woman was almost broke, but look at what happened because she didn't give up. See, when it comes to your dream, it's your dream. It's yours. I throw it away. See, nobody else can do it quite like you. Let me share another one with you. I'm going to share another one. Hold on one moment. We want to talk about the success stories of people that failed. I need to know, what people do you know that failed but became successful? Stories of people that failed but are now successful. Who are they? I wonder. All right. I look, this thing right here just kind of shocked me. What about Walt Disney? You heard of Walt Disney? Disney World? Disneyland? Walt Disney? The entrepreneur was rejected. He was rejected by many banks before pursuing his dream of building a theme park. Rejected. Couldn't find a backer. Couldn't get the money together. But you know what he didn't do? He didn't give up. What about you? Are you determined to live your dream in spite of what's going on? Are you determined to pursue and overtake that elusive vision? I wish I had some hand claps right here. Are you? Let me ask you something. What did you learn from your failures that helped your success? See, there's something very important and very valuable about failure, man. It's just, hey, look, I'm telling you, there's some value in it. If you can see the sunny side of failure, you'll see the value. You'll see things that didn't work, things that you can't do, things you shouldn't try to do, maybe a personality with, some people try to be like somebody else and they fail. Why? Because they're not being them. They are not them. They're not that other person. They're them. You are you. You're not them. You are you. Failure has a way of pointing to us and telling us that you've tried this, all right, it didn't work, so let's think about it for a moment. All right, Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple, has said that his failures, including dropping out of college, helped lead to his success. Failure is valuable, man. Look, you need to take notes and write notes down from your failures. Let me give you another quote. Success is a consequence and must not be a goal. Oh, woo, man. That's from Gustav Flaubert. Gustav Flaubert. He said, success is a consequence. It must not be a goal. See, it's the consequence of your failures. It's not a mistake. It's going to happen if you don't give up. Let me give you another quote by Peter Drucker. He said, whenever you see a successful business, someone once made a courageous decision. Peter Drucker. A successful business, courageous decision. Let me tell you something. You better think about it. It's one of those moments you could say, all right, I get it. Look, how many times does a baby fall before they actually grab the fundamentals of walking? How many times? Right? How many times? Hey, folks, know what I want you to do? I want you to share this information. Share. Wait a minute. Share. I think I got 10 of them up there. Share. Just keep sharing. Share this information. I need you to share this, man. I need you to share. Guess what? Join our Black media as we team up with Hot 2100 Radio in Atlanta, Georgia. You can listen in for free at www.hot2100.com. Wow. All right. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about being in business. How many entrepreneurs do we have out there? Raise your hand or say me or say I'm one or I don't know. Listen, the first couple of years of being an entrepreneur is always the hardest. Always the hardest. All right. But you have to make sure you have a clear vision. Now, all vision in its initial stages is very clear. Then it becomes cloudy. But that's where planning comes in. You will learn the plan as you go along. You'll learn what you need to do and what you don't need to do. What you don't need to do, you learn from failure. What you need to do, you learn from failure and success. Okay? Why? Why failure and success? Well, failure says don't do that again. Success says that worked. It may work again. Determination says if it doesn't work again, if I fail, I'm still in the game. You follow me? So this is a very hot topic today, very hot topic, because I know there's a lot of people listening from around the country that's doing their own thing. I want to give you a quote from somebody very dear to me, and it says, "Success never shows you the pain of getting there." Written by your host, Anthony L. Murray, Sr. Success never shows you the pain of getting there. See, there's always going to be a Red Sea in front of you, a Jericho walls that need to come down. There's always going to be something to try to block you. That person that says no, or those feelings that lie to you. You know, feelings can be very, very deceptive, very deceptive. Feelings. You may not feel like things are working, but let me tell you about being an entrepreneur. Now we're talking about the value of failure. Let me tell you about being an entrepreneur. It's like being a farmer. All right? It's like being a farmer. That's what being an entrepreneur is like being a farmer that finds a need for a certain vegetable or fruit, because there's no other vegetable or fruit like that around, but you know where that vegetable or fruit could grow and how to grow it. So you find ground that's never been fertilized. The ground is actually kind of hard. The soil's kind of hard. You have to break up that ground and dig the rocks out of it and make it fertile. You have to do the legwork in that business sometimes because you don't have anybody else to help you. Nobody knows you. Nobody's ever met you. And here you are, new to the game. And all of a sudden, you approach somebody to get help and they laugh in your face. Like that farmer. Like that farmer, that ground is hard. You didn't know there were so many rocks and boulders in there. But you got that backhoe and you got your whatever you're going to use and dig those rocks out. Keep in mind that you may not run into any help from your friends. Woohoo! You may not. Family may turn their backs on you, may not understand. They may even try to talk you out of it. Then what you going to do? Hey, I want to read a quote by Dwayne Johnson. He said this: "Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come." Man, there's some folks that they just didn't give up. Thomas Edison, the famous inventor, failed so many times. He was ready to give up until his assistant, a black man, discovered something, brought it to his attention. Thomas capitalized on it, and his light bulb started to work. Abraham Lincoln, the politician that failed, as a storekeeper, postmaster, and lawyer before eventually finding success and becoming president of the United States. Look at these people. The tenacity, the persistence, the vision. Sometimes you have to edit your plan. Actually, most of the time, especially when you're just getting started and you're just going out. You're just doing it for the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, the sixth, the 100th time. I know a man who's very successful now. He's in the finance industry. Matter of fact, he's one of my mentors, one of my coaches. He took the test for life insurance 19 times. 19 times before he passed it. He passed it on the 20th try. See, it takes tenacity. You just can't throw in the towel. You just can't give up. You just can't do it. Don't give up. Don't quit. All right? You've got to hang in there when you're working. You're working hard, man. You got a dream. You got a vision. Don't throw it away. Don't give it up. That dream, that vision, that is for you. It's yours. What about Michael Jordan? Remember Michael Jordan? One of the greatest basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan. First year in college, they wouldn't even let him play. First year in the NBA, they wanted him to sit down. He didn't give up. What about Henry Ford? What about Henry Ford? Well, what about Henry Ford? The inventor's early automobile businesses failed. Now, I don't know how many he had, but they failed. Finally, he found a partner who believed in him. Anybody driving a Ford? Ford Focus? Ford this, Ford that? LTD? All over the place, right? Listen, let me tell you something. You have to make up your mind. When it comes to success, you're going to have failure. If you don't have failure, how do you know you succeeded? Hello? I want to read something to you. You don't just fail once, Wayne says. You fail over and over. And while that litany of failures may make the Edisons of the world better off, it seems to thwart many other people. Don't worry about the other people. There's going to be the haters. There's going to be those that don't understand what you're doing, even in your own house. Sometimes they're the hardest ones to reach, aren't they? Sometimes. Sometimes they're the ones that won't listen to a word you have to say. And then sometimes they'll just patronize you. Other times they'll get behind you. If you hang in there long enough, guess what? They'll get behind you. All right. Hey, let me say this to you. I'm looking for people interested and exploring an opportunity in the wide open field of financial literacy. It's a business opportunity. What do? I educate people about financial literacy. Why? Let me tell you why. Because knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is powerful. Financial literacy is the key. I was talking with somebody and telling them about how we could use their money to compound it so that when they retire, they have a bunch of money available to them. That is what we call tax advantage monies. What does that mean, tax advantage? Well, the benefits of that is that if you take some of that money out, you take it out tax-free. This type of thing would I provide people with life insurance, long-term care, disability, annuities, retirement plans, in other words. All right. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. The things you can do. Now, we have financial literacy workshops available. That's right. Financial literacy workshops. worldsystembuilder.com / or / one of those slashes. You see it on the screen, right? WS-US. Financial education workshops, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Friend, those workshops are free. They are free. And guess what? When you become part of WSB, World Financial Group, World System Builder, the programs and the products are at a discount rate for WSB referrals. All right, so listen, this is really good. Keep this in mind. Keep financial information. Your knowledge is power. Financial literacy is the key. Hey, I want to share with you another word from our friends because they're really beautiful folks, and I believe in blessing people. Hey, remember what I want you to do. I want you to share this thing. Ask your friends to jump on the bandwagon, to like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube. You know what to do, right? You know what to do. So I just want to share a little information with you. Some of our friends, One Price Cleaners, Garden City, Georgia, at the farmers market on Highway 80, Black owned and operated with the best prices in town. Hey, let them know you heard about them on Financial Sense, okay? Let them know. Man, that'll bless them so. Just go by there, bring your clothes with you, and support their business. Hey, they're our friends. They're our friends, okay? And let me mention these folks to you. Davis, Bosman, Johnson Law, the law firm that gets great results. These are some of our other friends. All right. What a beautiful message, right? Let me give you their number. 912-225-1600. They have offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. Their website is www.dbjlawyers.com. Okay. Some beautiful folks. You definitely want to check them out. Okay. You definitely want to check them out. So failure isn't the worst thing in the world. It's not. It's one of the best things that could ever happen to anybody. If you hang in there. I had to put that if in there. All right. I had to put that if in there. If you hang in there. I had to put that disclaimer in there. I had to put that caution in there. if you hang in there, if you don't give up. And there's times you have to go back and regroup. You have to go back and find out where you messed up or what messed up. All right. Maybe you're missing something. Maybe you're missing someone. Maybe the puzzle, the piece that fits in that puzzle is so small and insignificant, you need to listen to what somebody else is saying. You know, sometimes in failure, people get criticized and they get mad at the criticism. Don't get mad at the criticism. Criticism could help you critique what is the failure in your business, your product, or whatever it is you have, your presentation, whatever it is. All right. I want to read to you some more quotes. Behind every successful man, there's a lot of unsuccessful years. You thought I was going to say something else, right? No. I didn't. This is by Bob Brown. Behind every successful man, there's a lot of unsuccessful years. Here's another quote. You ready? Success is never getting to the bottom of your to-do list. All right, did you follow that? You know, some people think that they're going to reach success when they get to everything. They have this to-do list and they think, hey, I have to accomplish all this stuff before I hit success. No. That's not completely correct. No, that to-do list may be the thing that's really messing you up. All right, because you're trying to stick to it. When what you really need to do is go with that new gut feeling, that new gut that's speaking to you to change something or to do something different. All right, so sometimes we need to pay attention to what our gut, our intuition, or what's going on. We need to pay attention. Hey, guys, share this information, man. Share this information. Sometimes that tweak could help add that professional glimmer that you need. That professional glimmer that you need in your business. Hey, if you guys ever want to sit down and talk, my office is in Rankin, Georgia. Here it is right here. WFG Rankin Financial Center, 272 South Columbia Avenue, Suite 101, Rankin, Georgia. I'm there usually on Mondays. The rest of the week, I work by appointment. Yeah, I'm there by appointment. Even if you just want to sit down and talk. Let's say, hey, I don't want to talk in your office. I want to do a Zoom. Well, my phone number is right there. Call me. We'll set up a Zoom appointment. Because I would love to meet you. I would love to meet you. There's my email right there in front of you. Right? Bam! Right there, slamming you in the face. Okay? Listen, don't forget. World System Builder provides free financial literacy workshops. Free. I can't say that enough. They're free. They're online financial literacy educational workshops, Monday through Friday. There's 3 of them, 2 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Okay? Now, as I mentioned before, I am looking big time, desperately looking for people interested in venturing out into this industry, the financial education industry, financial literacy. We are on a national campaign to financially educate 30 million people by the year 2030. And I need your help. I need your help. I know there's some of you that think you are a financial genius in your home. Well, this is your time to become a professional, get your license. Look, this is a business opportunity. I'm not offering you a job. This is a business opportunity. With every business opportunity, there is a financial investment. But let me tell you something. The little bit of money that it will cost you to get into this business compared to the potential earnings, oh my goodness. Look, you just I'm just telling you. Look, I'm just saying. Just saying. All right? I'm just saying. Okay? So, my name is Anthony Murray, and this is Financial Sense. We're talking about the value of failure. And I'm sure you know plenty of people. I look, man, I had so many dreams and visions, and I tried so many things. Failed. My wife got tired of it. I know she did. She wouldn't say. She always backed me and supported. I remember one time, one guy said to me, he said, I'm a pastor. He said, Pastor Anthony, he said, well, because I approached him about something. He said, what you selling now? Man, let me tell you something. He just took all the wind out of my sails. I mean, all the wind. He just took, the sails on the boat. He just took all. He just, the sail was moving, and all of a sudden, when he said that, the sail just went flat. The wind stopped. I was like, man. All right. So look, when you start a business, there's some things you have to make sure. When you have a vision, there's some things you must make sure that are in line. You do need a support base. All right, but what if there's not one around? Then what? So you have to learn how to encourage yourself. You have to learn how to push yourself forward. I know you may want to fall flat, boom, on the ground and wallow in your pity. But after you've enjoyed doing that for a moment, and you feel like, all right, I beat myself up enough, get up. Get up. Get back in the saddle. Let's go at it again. All right? Failure has value. Don't let anybody lie to you. Failure has value. It is by far one of the best things that could ever happen to the human psyche, to our ego, to our courage, to our strength. It'll build muscles you didn't even know existed in you if you allow failure to work on your behalf. Let it work for you, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You better pay attention. I'm telling you. Let it work for you. Let it work for you. Hey, I want you to do something. I want you to share this information with people. Tell them to go on YouTube, find us, share this information. All right? Share this information. That they can go on Facebook, find us on Facebook, share this information. And I want to tell you about one of our other friends, Kim's Cafe. Or I got to make it over there because I brother like to eat. Kim's Cafe and Restaurant, 714 MLK Boulevard, Savannah, Georgia. Great food, great atmosphere, soul food, cooked like your mama made it. Look, my mama could throw down. I got to check this out. Tuesday through Sunday, she's open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You heard me? You look, you better make that thing happen, man. Better get out there, right? Get out there. Now, if you need to get your clothes clean before you go over to Kim's Cafe, I don't know why you would need to get them clean, but you just want to go out. You going out on, you want to look nice. All right. One Price Cleaners. Just a message from our friends. That's all. Garden City, Georgia, at the farmers market on Highway 80. They're black owned and operated. Best prices in town. You can't beat their prices with a stick. You really can't. Best prices in town. I'm telling you. Best prices in town. You go to Shepherd's, you need gas? You living in Savannah? Shepherd's Gas Food Mart. 1302 West Gwinnett Street in Stiles at Stiles Avenue. Don't drive by, stop by. Only black-owned gas station in Chatham County. Gas, lotto, newspapers, food, and more. Hey, look, this is serious stuff. Serious stuff. Serious stuff. Okay? Serious stuff. One day you are going to need an attorney. We got some friends. Davis, Bosman, Johnson Law, the law firm that gets great results. They don't get just results. They get great results. Their number, 912-225-1600. They have offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. You know, you can check out their website too, www.dbj lawyers.com. www.dbjlawyers.com. I believe you will be blessed. Let them know. Let all our friends know. You go by, tell them hey, I heard this on, what's the name of that show again? I heard this. Oh, yeah. Financial Sense. Let them know you heard it. Let them know you heard it. All right. We're talking about something very important today, the value of failure. Why? Because a lot of people have so much within them, dreams and vision and ideas, and they're aborting those ideas, and they're aborting those dreams, they're aborting those books, and I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about those dreams. That vision you had. You remember you had that vision of your business? You remember? Hey, you may have to do like Walmart. Start in the garage. You got to start somewhere. Why not there? Why not there? Okay? I'm Anthony Murray. And I just wanted to encourage you, and I wanted to share with you a couple of more quotes. One from the late General George Patton said this: success is measured by how you bounce when you hit bottom. Man, look, I must have bounced really hard because I hit bottom really hard. And isn't that something? You hit bottom hard, you bounce up higher. Friend, your success is waiting for you. It is. It's waiting for you. Winston Churchill said, success is going from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm. Without a loss of enthusiasm. Let me give you one more quote. You will never learn success without a story of failure and triumph. That was by yours truly. Friend, what a blessing it was to be with you today. Hey, it's just awesome being here. I thank God for the opportunity to talk with you today. Hey, visit me, won't you? Give me a holler. Send me an email. Send me a text. Let me know what this show means to you. And tell your friends what's going on. Share this information with them. Let them know that Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is powerful. Financial literacy is the key. Everyone has a story to tell, and there is always an audience that needs to hear it. Hey, I'm your host, Anthony Murray, and today this was our show, The Value of Failure. The value of failure. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you love hearing this as much as I love sharing it with you. We'll see you next time.
Like this.